Hey guys, welcome back to another News Vlog News. This is going to be a weekly show from now on because I can actually pick the news. That is good. And so much has happened this week. I mean, seriously. Although this week for the news, I'm going to focus on space because I found three very, very interesting things that is happening at space right now. So yeah, first of all, Mars Curiosity rover drills for the first time. So basically, they put a drill onto the arm of the rover. Guessing yes, and that drilled 2 centimeters into Mars today as a test drill, and that went well. That went perfectly fine. They got 2 centimeters of rubble, I guess, but all in all, they're apparently looking for life because apparently there's supposed to be some life on Mars. Honestly, if there is life on Mars, fantastic, superb. That's another race for us to study and to learn about, and new cultures and everything like that. Yeah, sure, that's cool. That's fine. But honestly, I don't think there's going to be life on Mars because if there was life on Mars, we probably would have discovered it by now. But yeah, uh, you don't know how much money went into making a drill for an arm that is actually apparently supposed to work on Mars. Is 2.5 billion or 1.6 billion pounds if you're in England, which wow. Talking about it, just because I'm a nerd and I know this, there's apparently someone in America, I think, who created a bionic person, like a full-on bionic person, for around 1 billion. So they could make 1.6 bionic men instead of fanning about on Mars. But still, kind of cool if we could find life on Mars. That'd be kind of fancy. I'd kind of be highly impressed if we did, but I don't think we will. When we find life on Mars, I will bite my tongue and I will apologise. But until then, no. Second of all, there's supposed to be a solar superstorm. This is brilliant because my next two topics is sort of like, welcome to the end of the world. But a solar superstorm apparently is supposed to hit England, UK. Yay! Apparently it's supposed to cause blackouts, disrupt flights, and cause GPS problems, but GPS sucks already. But yeah, it's not supposed to be cataclysmic or anything like that, or deadly or life-threatening, but still, if you're in England and you're around when it's supposed to hit, I don't actually know when it's supposed to hit. Oh, it most likely to occur within 100 to 200 years, so most of us will be dead. Let's face it, most of us will be dead, but our children will have a very nice tan one summer. Done. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen and kill all of our children, if we are going to have children, because that would be kind of bad. I don't want to see the whole entire, the human race die to just a solar superstorm. I mean, personally, I want apocalypse to happen. I want just hell to be everywhere. That's how I want to die. I don't mind dying peacefully. I'd like to die in my sleep, but my alternative is I'd like to die in the fiery pit of hell where everyone dies with me, because that way I can be happy knowing that life doesn't go on without me. But still, we can move on now because that's a bit weird. I'll go with weird. Yeah, let's go with weird. But our next space and our last space thing is an asteroid to pass Earth in record near miss. Sorry. In 2012, the DA-14 is about to pass closer to Earth than any other other identified flying object since record began. And I'm just like, but that's already happened, hasn't it? Or is it, I was reading this and I was like, I just said 4 times, wow. But the asteroid 2012 DA-14, I'm just thinking, was it supposed to happen in 2012? Or is that the name 2012 of the asteroid? So I don't actually know. Maybe it's next year, maybe it's this year, maybe it's the year after the next, who knows? But apparently it's supposed to come closer. It's supposed to, around 17,000 miles or 27,400 kilometers, if you're not into meters. But it's called a city killer because apparently it's enough force to wipe out a metropolis. In England we don't have metropolises, we just have cities. so England should be fine. But yes, asteroid to pass Earth in record near miss. It probably won't collide with the Earth because of the trajectory of it and how gravity works. But maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. Who knows? We'll save NASA. NASA can work that out. That's what That's what they do. Go do your job, NASA. Go work out if it's going to destroy England. We don't want it to destroy England at all. Anywho, quickly onto my vlog. This is really quickly. We've been 5 minutes and gone through 3 topics already. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I have a cold. I'm like nasally congested, and I'm so. It's really annoying. And I've wanted to sneeze like 4 times. And just gonna drink. Have a drink. My own Coke. We got ourselves a soda stream, so we were like, let's make our own Coca-Cola. So we made our own Coca-Cola, which was stupendous fun. Although it really is just like insert CO2, insert water, and press down for bubbles, add Coke liquid. Shake. Done. Homemade Coke. Tastes kind of terrible, but I made it, so I'm like, win. Anywho, slight tangent there. I've had a cold for a while. I haven't really been uploading any videos because every single time I record, I'm always like, I know, so bunged up. And I'm just like, oh, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I recorded some footage. I was doing Surgeon Simulator because everyone else was doing it. Probably try and re-record it and do it next week. But I was like, yeah, everyone else is doing it. I'll have a go at it. Why not? And I just kept sneezing and coughing and snorting. I don't really think it's like. Is that really snorting? I don't think it's snorting. It's more like, I don't know. What is that called? When you like it. It's not really sniffing. I suppose it is kind of sniffing, isn't it? Okay, let's call it sniffing. So I was sniffing like all the way through it, and like I finished it and I was like, I bet that sounds absolutely terrible. And I listened to it and I was like, that is so bad. I can't upload that because every other second it's like. Okay, now we're gonna remove the lung. And it's like, that is so awful. I shouldn't. So I didn't. And I'm kind of proud of myself for that. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm back to my original thought. I'm quite proud. This will now be a weekly show, probably happening later in the week, because at the moment I've got quite a lot going on at the moment with college. We're doing our final push for coursework and our final push for exams. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of work to do at the moment, but I'm still trying to upload regularly. I mean, me and Sam, we've still got all of our videos coming up on the Fez Gaming. I'll put an annotation. Well, no, you would have thought I'd been better at this now. Like, boop, I'll put an annotation there. But apart from that, we haven't really been recording because we've got so much footage of Tekken and Terraria. We're thinking about doing a Wednesday show, but we'll bring you more information about that when we can, because we haven't really planned it out very much. But it sounds fun. I won't tell you what it is, because it will give it away hugely. But yeah, this will now be a weekly show, probably happening later in the week. I will try and get it on by the week. Like, I know today is Saturday. I'm trying to do this early in the morning. It's kind of early in the morning. It's 8 a.m. I had a shower, and I was like, yeah, let's record this, then I can go do stuff, and do work, and finally get around to watching The Life of Pi, which I really want to go watch, so we may go do that. But yeah, so much work. But still, videos happening weekly. They will be happening at the end of the week. The Fez Gaming will have we're doing Monday and Thursday is Tekkit, and then Tuesday and Friday is Terraria. We're going to do a Wednesday video soon, probably after half term we'll do it, or during half term, which is not this week, but the week coming up. You know what? Yeah, 2 weeks time. In a fortnight we'll probably be doing that, or recording it. And that'll be fun, fine and dandy. But yeah, other than that, nothing's really going on. A lot of work, a lot of stuff to do. This has been a 5-minute vlog. I could have finished up my other half by now. How interesting is that? Anywho, we will continue on to games then. Okay, so the games, I've read a lot about how PlayStation and Sony are messing up, so I was like, I'm gonna dedicate the second half of this video to you, Sony, how well you're screwing up. So, first of all, we're gonna talk about Sony's new selling point, which they say will be the selling point, will be new play options, not specs. Although, honestly, every single information I've heard, they've always been like, yeah, we're beefing out the specs, we're gonna make them hench, we're gonna add in quad core processor, I think one said, and I was like, damn, you're gonna be having higher specs than my PC for crying out loud. But this is an unnamed Sony official who told a Japanese newspaper, I think it was, that Sony will push the platform for home entertainment, and I'm just like, I don't know any families that play PlayStation together. It's always been like a son or a daughter or a brother or a sister always playing Sony. I don't really see it as a family console. I mean, if you are a family console player and you do play a lot of games together, then fine. I mean, I play Wii with my mum quite a lot. I mean, we're really into the Lego Batman games, but she can't use controllers. She can only use the Wii and the nunchucks. So I'm like, what can you do? But yeah, I don't understand why they're doing a unique selling point into the play options. I don't get that. We'll have to see what they do. I mean, the PS4 is supposedly supposed to come out in 10 days on the 20th of February, which I really want to go off to New York to do some news coverage for it, but no one's going to sponsor me to do it, so I'm like, whatever then. There will be a live stream done by GameSpot. We'll be doing it. I'm sure plenty of other people will be doing it. Probably C-Nanners or drop some other names. Maybe Total Biscuit maybe doing it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But then, talking about the PS4 and its release, apparently it's supposed to cost up to $400 and more. One said it was supposed to be over $429, which in England, that's 270-ish pounds, 271.59 pence exactly. That is a lot of money for a console, especially a console that isn't back compatible and you can't play old games on. That's a bit crazy, Sony. A little bit crazy. But then it's all supposed to cost more than 40,000 yen. Yen, it really is. Just 1 yen is 5 pence or something like that. I'm not quite sure on the conversion rate of it. But still, when you say 40,000 yen, you're just like, damn, that expensive. So I'm going to say that. 40,000 yen. What are you doing? Apparently it's supposed to feature cloud streaming. And I'm like, but they've done that before. Not Sony, but I'm sure everybody who watched YouTube knows about online, or is it OnLive? I can't remember, but that was terrible. The streaming quality was poor. It was so bad. Just, if PlayStation and Sony can pull this off, bravo to you. But on PC they couldn't do it, so maybe they'll find a way to do it, maybe they won't. I don't know. But yeah. Apparently, hang on, I'm just reading down, because what I did is I got the amount that they're going to sell it for and I put it into a conversion. Apparently it's supposed to sell for £425 in the UK. No one is going to buy it. No one is willing to spend £425 on a game console. No one. Seriously, that is a hell load of money. What are you playing at? That is crazy. No one is going to buy this. At least, well, not anybody that I know will probably buy this. My God. But, saying this, their shares have collapsed. They've gone down most in 4 years. They've gone down 10%, and it's like, what? Being a Microsoft, Xbox, and PC fan, I've never really been into PlayStation. I've got PS2, but other than that, I'm not really into PlayStation. I like how their online is free. Thumbs up to you. I hate paying for Xbox Live, but still. 10%. What have you done to mess up? I reckon this is the not the back compatibility, the previous game thing. You shouldn't have done that. Like, what were you thinking, Sony? You shouldn't have done that. You should have just basically said, what we're going to do is we're going to allow you to play previous games, and that's that. They shouldn't have gone, we're going to make this game only compatible to one console. How'd you like that? No one liked it. No one liked it. Every single person I know still hates Sony for that fact alone. This is why I think Microsoft are going to kick ass with the 720 or the Unity? I don't know. I just call it the Xbox 720 because it's just easier and a lot more people know what I mean. But it was just terrible. I mean, seriously. Their stocks are just collapsing right now. Which is crazy. I mean, come on, Sony. You've done so much good stuff in your time. The PS2 was amazing. PS1 was revolutionary. And now you're just stringing people out for money. I mean, I'm surprised PS3 did as well as it did, to be honest. But yeah, apart from that, that's all I have to say on the matter. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back. I will be back next week, probably on Saturday or Sunday, because I have a lot more time. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut out the Wednesday thing because I'm starting to lose more weight now. I'm trying to do weekly swimming, so I do that on Wednesday, so I won't be able to do that anymore. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay. See ya.